Silent Hill, TDS, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W. Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. Hey. L Boogie with the hot flame, ashtray full of top names, little tree for your membrane. This the 9-hour time frame. I just snatched up a 6-pack, got my hands on a lid pack, whipping up a little batch of snacks. Yeah, man, I think I'm all set. Late night, can't sleep. Go ahead and just tap in. Better grab you a cold one, and we about to get some laps in. Wild card on the microphone, he'll hit you with a couple flurries. Y'all need to just strap in for some entertainment sports commentary. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. Hey. Wild card mark. Wild card mark. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card mark. Wild card mark. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card mark. Wild card mark. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card mark. Wild card mark. I.O.W. Late night sports. Hey. Give me a second, let me light up real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, welcome to the I.O.W. Sports Late Night Hour Edition, hosted by Mr. Modelo himself. You already know the name by now. You know what I'm saying? Wild Card Mark. You already know the vibe. Pull up, let's go. We about to raise the bar. Wild Card Mark.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What is happening? What is happening? Yes, it is I. It is me. It is him. It's the Wild Card Martin. Yes, you are tuned in to another episode of I.O.W. Sports Late Night Owl Edition. This is episode 318. Unfortunately, my boy, Jersey boy MJ, is not in the building. He didn't want no smoke because it's because we got a guest tonight. I didn't come along. MJ may not be here. But I got somebody to make sure that we keep everything popping. But before I bring my guest in, I got to give a shout out to my guy, my guy, Silent Hill TDS. He is that great independent artist that came up with the great theme song to this great podcast that you're watching and listening to. And we appreciate all the love and support. But go show my guy, Silent Hill, some support. See it on the bottom of the screen. Hitchhikers on YouTube. Tap it in on YouTube. Go check out his YouTube channel. Got some great music on there. Great music. You'll recognize some. I played it on the show. But we'll get to all the social stuff. Matter of fact, look at the bottom of the screen. That's where you can find all of I.O.W. Sports. You see under my name, that's where you can find me on Twitter. But I got a great show because I got a great guest. So without further ado, stepping in for MJ tonight, the one, the only, my man Gino. But y'all better know him as Italy Jet. My guy's in the building. How you doing, guy?
Hey, how you doing? Andiamo! Let's go! Forza Miami Heat. Let's go. Man, I'm ready. MJ wasn't ready for tonight. I don't know what the hell's wrong with him.
No, it's okay.
It's cool.
It's cool. But, before we get started, hey, people grab you.
I love him. Whatever he's doing tonight, I love him.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. We got much love for MJ. But look, cheers, brother. Hey, get your libations, get your drinks. Yeah. Hey, come kick it with us for the next 55 minutes. Me and Italy Jet.
There you go.
I know. Y'all know me as drinking Modelo. I got a little Stella Artois tonight. I'm feeling real bougie. I'm feeling real bougie tonight.
He said this guy's feeling
and
bougie
everything.
today.
Yeah, I'm feeling real bougie tonight. You know, I went from Modelo to Stella Artois, so it's okay. For those who don't know, Italy Jet is a Miami Heat fan. And, you know, you probably could tell from some of the jerseys in the background. I see a Bam Adebayo, the Miami, the blue joint you got back there. Is that a Bam Adebayo jersey right there? The blue joint? Yeah. All right. Floor is yours.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, hey, first of all, I got to put everything into context. So, we did a Twitter space on Saturday.
Yeah.
All right, we did a Twitter space on Saturday.
Yes, we did.
And Italy Jet was there with us.
Fantastic.
And you can just hear the frustration in his voice. They lost by that last second bucket. So transition from Saturday night to the last 24 hours. I know it's a different ride of emotions.
Yeah, it is. It 100%
Break it
is.
down, man. Break it down. How do you go from Saturday to last night and to today? Just give everybody, as a fan of Miami Heat, just your roller coaster of emotions and what you've been feeling as a Heat fan. Go ahead, spread it, man.
Yeah. Well, first off, can you see me and hear me okay?
Yeah. You're good. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I just want to see. That's what I'm sharing. You know what? Saturday was a mess. It was a mess. I mean, you know that space. It was bad. I wanted to lock Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo in a basement to make sure they figure out their shit. And now it's like, okay, so now we get to game 7. And it's like, okay, well, I mean, it's kind of the same things, but Jimmy kind of came alive better. And I think overall, Bam, he did well, but I know I know how much you all got off your mind last night with Bam. So I'm here to hold the phone with Bam, hold the phone. If Bam is if this is Bam's moment, right? This is it. You got to play the best 7 games, the best 4 quarters of your life. If you want to win against the Nuggets, it's definitely possible. Because not only that, we're getting Tyler Hero back maybe. He could come back. That's a big difference maker. He averages over 20 points a game. And not only that, we got Eric Spoelstra. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. That's already something there too. Now, if we're going to go back last year, I want to go back last year with Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler, they didn't guard him much. You know, when this against Boston. And then he didn't do much. And he said in the press conference that they're going to remember this, and we're going to be back next year, and we're going to go in the final. And he is. They are. Now, Caleb Martin. Thank you, Charlotte Hornets, for letting him go. Thank you for letting him go on waivers, man. Thank you. Shout out to Charlotte. You know, they fucked up. So shout out to them.
Oh, goodness.
How does that happen? First off, why? How does that happen? Damn. But still, it's one of those things going back last year, then going back now. A lot has changed. Hero stepped up his game. A lot of these guys have stepped up his game. Every player that we put in the game is even gotten better. But, man, that 3 games was like, okay, this is where the Heat should have been. We should have been in the top 3, top 5 in our division. We should have won 8 seed. I'm pissed that we got 8 seed. But now when I'm looking at this team, if you can shut down the Joker and shut down Murray, that's huge. It's going to be hard as hell. Like I said, Bam's going to have to play the game of his life. But like I've been saying last night, dude, his stamina sucks. Like, you just got to wear him down. Yes, does he make unbelievable shots? Is his height like Yao Ming? Of course. Yes. But there is a way. Even with Murray, there is a way. The only thing is, what really sucks about the Nuggets and Heat is the Nuggets average every single game over 100 points.
Yeah, they get buckets.
And the Heat only average almost 100 each game. Okay, that's a big. We gotta. We have to fix that problem because
you got a huge
that's
gap
gonna have to
difference.
come out of someone.
Yeah.
So we got to fix that. Now, I think we have a better bench than they do, and they have a really good starting lineup that has a lot of points.
Yeah.
They average so many points. Murray, Porter, shout out to Mizzou boy, Porter.
Yeah.
Shout out Mizzou.
Shout out. Yeah. People forget that Michael Porter Jr. did his 1 year, one and done year in Mizzou, but because he had a lot of back injuries, he didn't play a lot. But yeah.
Correct. Yeah. And his dad coached there too. So there's a lot of history with that. But I mean, he's doing really good right now with the Nuggets. So, shout out to him for that. But I
just love the fact that he's healthy.
Oh, I know. It's really cool seeing that come out of St. Louis. Even though I'm not a big fan of Tatum, I still like they came out of St. Louis. You got to represent Missouri, right?
Oh, of course.
So
you say, baby.
Yeah. So, but like I said, Butler's gonna have to. He can't be missing 3 games from the way that's happening. He's got to pop up somewhere. I know he's dealing with an ankle injury. I know that kind of sucks a little bit, but Bam's good with the rebounds lately. I understand he has been soft, and he has. Like I'm not gonna lie to you there.
I'm glad you said it.
He has been soft, but at least he's getting the rebounds and getting those alley-oops. He has been feeding people really well with the passes, but man, he needs to clear all 5 or 6 levels to make sure to get on Bam, because Bam is the only tall guy I think that we have. Like other than, I don't know, Butler was like 6'2", 6'1", something like that. So
Jimmy?
Yeah.
I was probably gonna say 6'3", 6'4".
6'3", 6'4". So yeah, I would say Bam and Zeller, maybe Love are taller, maybe, but Bam's got some great qualities, but he needs. It's been slack in this series, and he needs to step up in this series if they want to win. Now, it's just like your Cinderella story. Look what the Panthers have done, right? Panthers versus Vegas. Everyone's thinking Vegas is going to win.
Yeah.
Everyone's thinking, Miami Heat's going to lose. Nuggets are going to win in 5. I think this is going to be a series where we're going to win game 1 because we've just been playing. We've been playing more than Nuggets. The Nuggets have been off for 10 days.
Yep.
That weighs in a lot.
I totally agree with that assessment on that. Yep.
It weighs in a lot. And also, I think we're going to squeeze in another one. I think we're going to squeeze in a game 5 or 6, I think. And because as things go on, the Heat can turn it on like this. Because Eric Spoelstra, I firmly believe it's coaching. Coaching and Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler never says I. Okay? He has never said I. There's a lot of fucking assholes in this league that always say I. Yeah. I. Jimmy Butler has never said I. He said we. He is a we in this team, and people look to him.
There's an MVP in Philly that says that a lot. What I say? Oh. Well, okay. He may not say I, but he knows how to drive a bus. I do know that. I do know that.
He's played for a lot of teams. But also a lot of that is media, though. A lot of that media like to shake it up a lot, though.
Yeah.
It's like the Kyrie thing. Kyrie got screwed. Okay, Kyrie got so screwed.
I think he gets a bad rap. I think Kyrie
gets a bad rap.
Yeah.
But he makes his decision, just like Aaron Rodgers. He makes his decisions, but it's a lot of the media. Mm-hmm. And also it's a two-way streak. If management is going to do something, someone's going to tolerate that. It's going to be probably dumb in the moment, right? But then later, make up. You got to make up. You're not going to make up. And then that's what just kept letting it more and more and more. Everything went downhill when he was with the Cavs. So just like everything went downhill with Jimmy in Philly. Jimmy in Philly and also Minnesota could have resalvaged his career in a way and could have been something like I don't know about like a team player because I still think he's a team player.
I'm going to be honest, here's my thing with Jimmy Butler.
Okay, what's up?
Here's the reason why he's not in Minnesota, and here's the reason why he's not in Philly. Is because his personality is I want to win, and I'm going to call you out. I'm going to hold you accountable, just like I'm going to hold myself accountable. And Jimmy's that type of player.
Yeah.
Karl Anthony Towns is not that type of player.
I agree.
Joel Embiid's not that type of player.
And so is Harden.
Neither is Harden. I'm willing to bet that both Karl Anthony Towns and Joel Embiid will be like, yo, to management, I can't deal with Jimmy. I can't. He's too much for me. I'm willing to bet that they went to management and was like, nah, I can't have him in the locker room. He's too much polarizing in the locker room. And his message is not the same as mine. Because I'm willing to bet Karl Anthony Towns and Joel Embiid did not like getting called out by Jimmy.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. I know. I agree with you.
Yeah. And that's why
but that's the thing. But that's the reason why he's bounced around many times, is because Jimmy is going to hold everybody accountable. He even holds himself accountable. Bam Adebayo a month ago did an interview on one of JJ Redick's shows. He said, "Oh yeah, Jim's a fucking asshole, but we know, not only do we know, like people feed off Jimmy. People look at his cues. People listen. Now here's the thing." I know Spoelstra and Jimmy always have gone back and forth.
Yeah.
I don't really think that they have that much of a great relationship. But so did LeBron and Spoelstra. They didn't have a good relationship either. And they won 2 rings.
But
just saying.
Here's the difference between I think that relationship. I think Eric Spoelstra understands what type of player and person that Jimmy is. And that's why they get along, because they have something in common. They want to win. They want to win.
Yeah, that's whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. Shout out Smitty. He said Nuggets in 4. I don't know about that. I do not see a sweep. I will say this. Now I'm gonna give my synopsis in a second. I do think that the Nuggets win this series, but I think it's in 6. It's not a sweep. It's too much pride and fight in Miami. Way too much pride in fight, because you're looking at coaching and culture versus a team in Denver who was just damn good.
And they get a lot of disrespect. Like I will say about Denver Nuggets, they get a lot of disrespect because no one gave them respect for what they have done all season long and what the position that they're at. People think that they were going to be 3, right? People think they were 2, and they still beat everybody. So there is a way to beat them, but the way that they're on the run, it's been very interesting. Just like with the Heat, right? Yeah. There's a way to beat us, but these 2 teams, it's going to be a great series, man. These two teams are going to battle until the very end. They're going to battle it till the very end. I really do.
Yeah, and that's my thing. Miami is not going to lay down for Denver. Here's the thing. Miami knows they're outgunned in this fight, but they're not going to lay down. It's almost like the story of 300. Like, these dudes are going to be on some real Lornitis shit, where you're going to have to just kill me. Like, you just
type shit. Yeah.
For real, because these dudes are these dudes, they don't quit, they don't fold, they're not scared of nobody. It starts with Jimmy, and Spo is the one that's helped to cultivate the culture, and he's going to coach it that way. And Jimmy's going to be he's pretty much going to be the Judge Dredd of the locker room and making sure he's holding everybody, including himself, accountable to the standard. That's just the standard down there in Miami. And we just, all right, I'm gonna get on the soapbox a little bit, but here's my deal. If you literally are a person that talks sports and you think you know everything about sports, and you do not put the respect on Eric Spoelstra, do us all a favor. Shut the hell up. Sell all your cameras, sell your mic, sell everything you didn't bought to have your cute little podcast. Get rid of it, because I can't take you serious, and nobody else should. Spoelstra has literally is the true American story of starting from the bottom. Now we here.
He's a video guy.
He's a
freaking video guy.
But you know what? That's what I love. His roots of being a video guy is what makes him a great coach. He knows how to break down film. Anything that's on tape, he'll break it down, because that's what he did. And so therefore, my thing is that Spo is gonna I think he's going to come up with a great plan to try to slow down everybody else. And Jokic is going to get his. I think so. I think Jokic is going to get his. But it's the same series that I said with the Lakers. If the Lakers defense is allowing everybody else to get it and Jokic, that's when you have your problem. You can't have all 5 starters in double figures. That'll kill you in an instant. That's how you get swept. Ask the Lakers. When you let all 5 starters get in double figures. So you especially can't let Jamal Murray get off. I know he averaged almost probably near 33, 34, 35 points in that last series against the Lakers.
But he's consistently 28 though. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you got 2 offensive threats that you know for sure you can't let both of them get off in the same game. And you damn sure can't let Michael Porter Jr. start getting off. And that's what this is the thing that scares me for the Miami Heat. And you've already said it, is where's the size? There's such a huge size difference in this matchup. Right. I mean, Michael Porter is almost like 6'9", 6'10". So is Aaron Gordon. Jokic is 7'1". So that's your forward and your center. Almost all 3 of them is almost at 7 feet.
Yeah.
You know? So there's a size advantage. Bam's gonna have to bring his lunch pail. He's gonna have to play the best defensive 7 games of his life. Even if it goes that far, he's gonna have to play the best 7 games in his life.
I wouldn't even be mad, to be honest, if the Nuggets won. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a huge Joker fan. I love what Porter's doing, doing it for Missouri and stuff. And I love Gordon. I love the Murray story. They were gonna cut him. They were gonna trade his ass. Yeah. And then it's. I think what's really cool about this series is it's a total love story. Like you want to see both teams do well. Like let's be honest. Okay, I'm a Red Sox fan. But I hate the Celtics and Patriots. No one wants to see Boston team. You better not ever
go to Boston and say that.
Oh, they know. Oh, everybody knows. Oh, dude, I get so much shit on a daily basis for anybody. It doesn't matter. All my teams I've loved since I was 9, and I'm not from any of these places.
Yeah.
But everyone is going to be so hardcore on the Nuggets if Boston went to this series. Because no one wants Boston to win, right? No one wants Boston to win.
Facts.
I mean, MJ said it many times. So it's one of those things where this is going to be a split love. People are going to want to see Jimmy win because Jimmy deserves it. What he has done in the playoffs alone definitely deserves a Hall of Fame spot. But but he needs a ring. That's what sucks. Even announcers have said this, like what he has done, the numbers, like in the playoffs, like he is trying to build up the Hall of Fame spot. But it's hard because you need that ring, right? It's like Joker. Joker could be 2-time MVP, but you know what I mean? The ring helps.
So let me ask you this. As you lay that out, who has the most pressure there? Because I think you can make a case for both.
Oh, no, I think they both have pressure. It's equal in my personal opinion.
Okay.
I think it's equal in my personal opinion.
Yeah. Okay. Because when you lay that down, Smitty says socks, bro. Socks, bro.
That's cool, man. I get it. Oh, but he brought up a good point though. Everyone gets into the Hall of Fame, even Karl Malone. Yeah, but Karl Malone though, like.
Take your personal feelings out of what kind of. All right, so here's my thing. If I take my personal feelings out, how I feel about Karl Malone, because I think he's a disgusting POS for what he is off the court. All right.
Oh yeah, I mean you can't deny that.
Now what he is on the court, he was behind Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and scoring for years.
I agree.
He put up numbers. I mean,
I agree.
It hates that of what he is off the court. It puts a stain on what he was on the court, in my opinion. Because it's hard to separate the feelings about it. But if you just look at just the sports and what he did on the court, he's a Hall of Famer. Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer. Go.
But you can even say that about Kobe. Kobe was a piece of shit before he got his life together.
Yeah. You can make that.
I mean, Kobe cheated on his wife many times. I mean, he had so much shit off this, and then he discovered God again. He got his marriage back together, but he was always a good player. Right?
I feel you, but I think that's more morally. I don't want to. I'm just saying what Kobe did doesn't make him better than what Karl Malone did. Just what Karl Malone.
I know.
It's just I guess there's different levels of where your morals sit at, you know.
It's like Ray Lewis though. But it's like Ray Lewis, you know what I mean? Like Ray Lewis, you know, we all know Ray Lewis. Right? It's like, even though I feel like that's worse. But, okay. Do you know what I mean though? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, trust me. Yeah. Oh, trust me. I get what you're saying. It's just, but when it comes to the Hall of Fame, and you know, we've spoken on our show, and I'm pretty sure you've spoken on your content. Like when you see certain people getting into baseball, football, basketball Hall of Fame, and you're like, really, you? You know, it sucks because the people who are on these committees, you know, may not necessarily been in those professional fields. You know, they're writers, reporters, and things like that. You know, they're media side. So then it gives you that politics, you know, buddy, that's my friend. I'm gonna vote for him. He was nice to me, you know. So it brings in that weird dynamic. So, but I think you still gotta hold the Hall of Fame for what it is, and understand that certain people really do belong in there, and they should be praised for being in there. And the ones that you question, you know, you can still have the debates and make content on your show to have that debate. So I mean, I get it. I mean, that comes with the territory. It just comes with the territory. Let's flip this. Let's flip this on the Boston side. So let me ask you this, G. Who stays in Boston? Because let's be honest, you have Jaylen Brown
so many times,
and you have Jason Tatum, literally both eligible for the Super Max. There's a lot of money on the table that could probably be, you know, thrown out in Boston. First of all, who gets the money and who doesn't get the money, so that it turns somebody's got to go, or do they both stay, or do they pay both?
Okay, if I am the Boston's GM, I would pay them both.
Really?
Because you don't want to ruin that chemistry. Now, the thing about that chemistry is they didn't show up last game as much as people thought that they were going to show up.
Yeah.
Like they've been showing the last 3 games. They just didn't show up. But I think they're one more piece away. Like I really do. Like if I'm them, I would pay them both and then bring in another guy, or put in a trade package and go get Damian Lillard.
Ooh, okay.
Damian needs it. Damian deserves a championship. I mean, but listen here, Damian. The only reason why he's in Portland right now because he went to a D2 school, D3 school, something like that, and no one took a chance on him in college. And then you go to Portland. You know what the hell are you gonna do with Portland? So it's like
build your name. That's it.
yeah. Hey, they might do a street after you. They might do a statue after you, but I think the only reason why he's in Portland is because like they just took a chance on him, and that relates to a lot of guys. If you just want to build your legacy, loyalty, exactly, loyalty and understand the business. But like, that's the only reason why he's there. But man, that guy he can change a franchise. So if he goes to another team, that it's just like a Boston. I think Boston's a perfect fit. But the thing that you have to be concerned about Damian is his injuries.
Yeah,
his injuries.
Yeah, because he's starting to be on the other side of 30 anyway. Yeah,
right. I mean, look at Jimmy. He's 34, 33, 34, something.
Yeah, he's 33.
So it's getting to that point too. It's all these guys are getting older, but like these guys can definitely play in their late 30s though. Like they can still play. It's like it's like baseball. Everyone's got a DH now, both leagues, right? Yeah. AL, NL. You can play till over 40 if you want to.
Yeah, that's definitely how the game is designed, so that you can play for a long time. I'll say this:
what are you thinking though for Boston?
I actually been thinking about this for a couple of days, and because I was thinking before Game 7, depending on the result, what would you do? Because that's going to be the first thing people are going to ask on all your talk shows today. Well, what are you going to do with Boston? I'm with you. Maybe you add one more piece, but maybe here's my thing. I think you actually keep the roster the same. Just bring them all back.
No, I like that too. I like what they're cooking though.
I like Brown. I like what they're doing. I like what their combo with Marcus Smart. I would upgrade Al Horford. I would get a younger version of him. I need to get younger at Al Horford's position. I would, don't get me wrong, I like Al Horford, what he brings as in leadership. So if he can't find a job, come join my coaching staff. I mean, you can still be in the locker room.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not? I love that they brought in Brogdon, obviously 6th man of the year. That worked out. I don't know what happened to him in some of these games in the series. I don't know where he disappeared to.
After that injury, he was like, "Oh, why are you out there?"
You got to figure that out. And then I would actually, call me crazy, I wouldn't have let Ime Udoka go. Really? I wouldn't have let him go. I understand the situation. You know, somebody's higher up wife was having an affair with him. Look, affairs and in-house romances happen all the time. In every corporate place, I bet you there's something happening.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. I could tell you stories when I used to work for the Rams and Blues and Bills. Oh my God, all the time. So I get it.
Yeah. But you can see the difference between him and Mazzulla.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
I'm not saying Mazzulla won't be a good coach. He just wasn't ready for the situation. When you literally are given a team that just went to the finals,
right?
How much coaching are you really doing? You're at that point, you're maintaining rotation, minutes, and personalities. Yeah. That's pretty much what you're doing.
You know what's really interesting about him is, I've been looking so much into like the background stuff what Boston does on YouTube and their team and stuff, and then even in games, like they do in games and they cue the coaches like in their huddle and stuff.
Yeah.
Like Mazzulla's immature. Like he's just immature. He literally gets so frustrated he smacks his clipboard and goes out. You see Spoelstra doing that. You see some of these big names doing that. You got to keep your composure because you got to keep this team together.
Yeah.
You got to keep this team together. You save that shit for the locker room.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna be in this spot, it's like Remember the Titans. It's like the Miracle on Ice. Great moments are built for great opportunities. You had a great opportunity and you messed it up.
I don't disagree. I would not be. Look, I know they took the interim tag off, but I wouldn't be surprised if they sent his ass back to the bench and brought in another coach. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. It's too late to bring Udoka back because he's in Houston. But that's one thing that interests me is does Udoka try to convince Jaylen Brown to come down to Houston? I wouldn't.
Yeah. I mean, I heard that's been like a rumor forever, right?
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown goes to the Rockets, or like Harden might go back to the Rockets or whatever. I think he's burned bridges there.
What the point? Well, first of all, what's the point of Harden going back there?
I know. I don't understand that either. Like, why?
I know
Harden should just.
The clubs are nice. They got good chicken wings. I get it.
And the clubs.
Yeah. I get it.
He loves the clubs. So.
Well, what's the point, though? What's the point of having Harden? First of all, Harden, you are not that same Harden that was at the Houston the first time. You are not that same Harden. You may be that off the court, but on the court, you're not that same Harden. That Harden that was first in Houston won MVPs. This Harden is trying to. Yeah. He's almost like an orange juice trying to squeeze the last juice out of what he got left.
I think Harden changed when he started growing that beard out, and also I think when he was a Khloe Kardashian. I think that was it.
Hey, I be saying that all the time. And when you start getting money athletes, first set of females you stay away from is Kardashians and Jenners. Stay away from him.
I mean, you see what happened at Kim's first
Hey, bro.
husband. Who the hell knows where he's? Is he in Europe now? I don't know.
I don't even know. Stay away, bro. Like it's almost a kiss of death to your career, bro. Don't do it. Like no.
Well,
like
it's like it's like this when it comes to certain players, right? Joker. If Joker can keep his stamina up, he can be a long-term player. It's like Luka. Luka needs to stop eating all these desserts and needs to stop arguing with his players, and he could be a good player.
he's immature as hell.
Yeah, he is. He's just. I mean, they've had so many players come in. They've had so many coaches come in. They had a team meeting. Oh, like you said, yeah, in that in that space. I say that all the time. I say it all the time now because it's so true. I read an article going back to what he was saying, and that's exactly what happened.
It's sickening, man.
Luka needs to get his shit together, man. Like Harden needs to get his shit together, but he's gained some couple pounds too. So, I mean, it's obvious. So.
Oh yeah, I think it's actually. I don't know. I think it's sad sometimes with just the way you see
certain players. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, come on. It's like, what are we doing? Like, you have the potential to literally have, the NBA, especially Luka. He has the potential to literally have the NBA in the palm of his hands because they're ready to market him. They're ready to market him. But they're like, bro, you can do all this nice scoring, but dog, there's so much more that we need from you. And we can't get max from you because you're chunky as hell, man. You looking like the doughboy. Like, come on, what are we doing? So it's just, I don't know, man. I absolutely just don't understand certain players like him. But let me ask you this. We'll talk some more NBA. So Bob Myers, general manager for Golden State Warriors, steps down.
Yeah, he stepped down. Right.
Didn't get fired. He stepped down.
No, he was like peace out. He was peace out.
So in your opinion, is that the first domino of this dynasty dwindling away?
Absolutely, 100%. There's no question about it. He brought you. How many rings did he bring into that franchise? 3, right?
4.
3 or 4? 4? 4. Yeah. Okay. 4. Good.
Yeah.
Bro, I mean, you got to make some decisions now. Draymond Green, Thompson, like you got to make some decisions. Is Wiggins still there? Wiggins, sorry. Is he still there?
Andrew Wiggins is still there as of right now. I'm not sure the contract situation. But Smitty said, I didn't see that. He said, all right, needs to play O-line for Houston instead of point guard.
That's hilarious. I love that.
Oh my gosh. Playoff Rondo. Yeah, Playoff Rondo was a beast back in the days.
Now he's replaced by White. So, White's their new hero down there now.
Yeah, but that's crazy that Derek White was actually the only player that kept the Celtics in that game last night. Anyway, no, go ahead.
No, I think it's absolutely that's the first dynamo effect. I think. I really do think so because he put together such a great teams. Mm-hmm. I mean, he even tried bringing back a few guys and it didn't work out. Like I.O.W. I mean, it didn't even work out with us with the Heat, but like he's just older and I understand. But yeah, it's just the chemistry. Like they didn't even see it. I mean, LeBron, I mean, their team was last place in the league, and then they get that final spot, and they still mold over you. Like, damn, that's embarrassing. So, I really do think this is the first dynamo effect, and I think they're not going to be the same. But,
you got blood in there.
NBA in the offseason, there's always twists and turns. There's always three-way trades. There's always trades. And you know what? The Miami Heat have proved it. We have 5 to 6 undrafted players that are now superstars. So anything could happen. They could totally get a new guy come in there and things could happen and things could come new. And then they're back to where they started or they're just a little bit better. But in my personal opinion, as me, Italy Jet, yes, this is the first dynamo effect and I'm waiting for it and I'm happy about it.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's hear what Bob Myers had to say, and we'll kind of take a little take at what he said.
But this is tough. This is hard. I have, so many different things, emotions that I'm still processing. But the bottom line is this job, the one I'm in, and I would say this for any professional general manager or coach, requires complete engagement, complete effort, 1,000%. If you can't do it, then you shouldn't do it. And so that's the answer to the question of why. I can't do that to our players. I can't do that to Joe and Peter. Really, I can't do it to myself. And that's the question I've been wrestling with. Appreciate your patience, letting me make that decision, everybody in this room. I've only known how to do things one way my whole life, is kind of all the way. And it doesn't feel right to do something when I can't give it everything. And that's what it takes to do what we've done over the last, for me, 12 years.
Huh. So what does that sound like?
Oh my God. Oh my God. What? What? Wait. Oh my God. Oh my God. What? What the hell did I just hear?
So this is what I heard. I heard a man not really pretty much beating around the bush and saying like, bro, I can't give this job all of me because this shit is draining me. His energy is spent. And when your energy is spent, it's probably spent on stuff that you fight, and you lose all the time.
Yeah.
So here's my thing. And shout out to Melvin Wall, Man Down Sports. I like he was there in the Twitter space. So I love bouncing off of his idea because he loves basketball. Like that's his sport. Like he digs deep into it, and anything that he, so I take what he takes definitely with ears wide open. I'll say this. Nothing wrong with Doughboy. No, here's my thing. I think Bob Myers is leaving the job is because I think he is starting to realize that even though all the success that he has done with this team as in putting a roster together, that at the end of the day, I mean, you see how, I'm thinking it's to that point where his voice is getting drowned out by the ownership when it comes to making certain roster moves. Because I'm willing to bet that because there's a loyalty thing going on in Golden State. I think that owner is going to be 100% loyal to Steve Kerr. He's going to be 100% loyal to Draymond Green. He's going to be 100% loyal to Klay Thompson, and he's going to be 100% loyal to Stephen Curry. Now, but here's my thing. To me, the only person of all four of them, Kerr, Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay, the only person to me that is actually probably going to finish their career in Golden State is Steph Curry.
Oh, yeah.
He should.
I agree.
My thing is, me and Mel Wall kind of been saying this for a minute. Golden State just don't want to admit that it's time to let go of the dynasty. To me, I think you got your last one last year. Exactly. You got your last one last year. To me, I think you got your last. Look, I love Draymond. I don't think the Warriors win 4 championships without him. But for the antics and all the other stuff, I can get another one just like you. You're getting older. You're not getting younger. So now you're being more WWE character than when you were in the past. because you can't keep up with these young dudes no more. They run in circles around you. That's why you come up with the antics. You trying to get in a competitive advantage through the mental game so you could get these young cats out of their game, get them in a tussle, technical fouls, they get kicked out, want to fight you and stuff like that, because your basketball skills are diminishing. Clay, I love Clay, but I'm sorry, Clay ain't been the same Clay.
He's too injury prone. He's been out more injuries than he's been on the court.
He was pretty much away from the game for almost 2 years.
Right.
He hasn't. I mean, he can still shoot now, but he's not putting up. What was it, 37 and a quarter, no more like that.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
It's not the same Clay. And so to me, Steph is only out of the three of those that is. Look, the Golden State Warriors aren't click. It's them four. Because they are part of the core, because they talk about the core all the time. The core. You hear that so many times. You hear that word so many times out of Golden State. So when you say the core and we know who you're talking about, how do you think everybody else is supposed to feel in the building? We feel what? Interchangeable. We feel replaceable. We feel like we're the outsiders. Yeah, we may all got Warriors on the front, but we're the outsiders.
Yeah.
And Bob Myers, I can't do it no more.
No,
I think
I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Retire. Go off in the sunset. Also, we got to bring up Green's drama with Poole and KD. Now, I know KD and him are good now, but Poole, dude, his interview last week, I mean, Jesus. Green forced him out. They were all not with him. If you're not in that clique with the Warriors, good luck trying to play and do well and focus, because it's not only going to drown out their mental health, but it's going to drown out their game. Green needs to have a reality check. Okay, well, that's just me though, because I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
Well, here's the thing: he's been allowed to do it.
Oh, I know. That's also a problem. Yes, it is a problem.
He's been allowed to do it. When you do it for so long, okay, so Wiggins did resign a year ago. Okay, so when you feel like an outsider all the time and you letting
damn, well, that'd be a cool trade. That'd be a cool trade right here.
Like, is that some welcome to Golden State hazing tradition that Draymond gotta be condescending to you, maybe possibly call you a B word, a P word, and punch you in the face? I mean, is that just the normal hazing there?
That's their normal MO, maybe.
I mean,
it's wrong.
How do you build it? And I think this is really another part of why he's leaving, is because he wanted to change that team. He was. It's almost as if he was ready to retool the dynasty, still keep it dominant, but it wasn't going to be the same core. And quite honestly, I think he was definitely ready to trade Clay and Dre.
Oh, dude, you could build around Curry still.
Yes.
But you can't build around them two anymore.
No.
You can't. You used to, but you can't now. Just saying.
I think they're highly skilled role players right now. They can still help you win, yes.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just I'm just looking at that situation in Golden State, and I'm just like, wow. They just don't want to let it go. They're still reminiscing since 2015 about what all they've done together, and they just won't let it go. And it just sometimes like you got to start. Dynasties don't last forever.
They don't.
They don't last forever.
Unless you're the Bulls.
Go. I like how you snuck that in there. That was nice. I mean, it's just. I don't know. It's just I'm just like, what do you do? Yeah. I mean, damn if you do, damn if you don't. Hey, but give that GM credit, 4 championships. I'm pretty sure
Give him
He'll
his
go down
flowers.
in Warriors Hall of Fame. They'll put his name in the Ring of Honor. For sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. It is what it is.
That okay. So before I want to touch on that that final interview, that final press conference, I do want to touch on that. But bring up Matthew Smith's comment real quick. The pool one.
Yeah.
Okay, I 100% disagree with this.
Okay.
Pool. When you go into a team, you are already going to be intimidated by the big three, right? Everyone should be. But it's all about how you're transitioning into the team. It's all about if they're going to let you transition in the team. And if the culture in that locker room is already, messed up because Draymond gets away with a hell of a lot, then I would kind of act like some type of way too.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to fight on this floor. I'm trying to fight in the locker room. I'm trying to get used to everything all over again. They have traded and let go so many players in the last few years because no one wants to touch that big three. They don't.
They won't break it up.
Yeah, they won't break it up. So I don't know. I just don't.
No, he damn sure can't take a punch.
Oh, duh. I mean, that's obvious. That's obvious.
He damn sure can't take a punch. But I mean, now go ahead.
But I mean, that's what Draymond does. I mean, Draymond's going to hit you with something that you're just not going to expect. Sorry, go on. What were you saying?
No, he definitely didn't.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah, and I'm sorry.
What are you sorry about?
You. All right, so all NBA players say all the time, fights happen in practice. How did this even get leaked? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, if your practice is closed off to the media, how did this get leaked?
There's always a way, and there's always a price.
Yeah. So I mean, it's it's almost like it's almost like it's the Mean Girls. But like Steph is the one that's trying to include everybody in, like, hey, come on, be part of our championship culture. And Clay and Draymond were like, nah, fuck that. Yeah, fuck that, man. No, this our shit. We built this. Right. So it's like, hey, to a certain extent, here's one mistake. I think Bob Myers probably got pressured to trade James Wiseman. I'm willing to bet that. I bet Steve Kerr was like, I can't do nothing with him, which is a bullshit lie. You're supposed to be smart enough and good as a coach to get a 7-1 wingman as an athletic center to help.
Take a play out of Spoelstra's playbook, Kerr. Why don't you do that?
He either that or he'd been a more athletic Jokic. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure
I agree.
Could use a more athletic Jokic on their squad. That'd have been great. I mean, I don't know, but I think first domino to fall about this dynasty coming coming to an end. But here's the crazy thing: they're still going to keep the core together, and it's really going to have to take some kumbaya to finally break it up and be like, hey, it's just not it no more. I think that was their last title last year. That was it.
Plot twist.
Plot twist. Ooh, we love plot twists.
What if Curry? This is never going to happen, but plot twist. What if Curry asks out? I was like, okay, Draymond, Clay, you can stay here. I'll go.
That'll be nuts. That'll be.
I mean, it's happened before in the NBA.
That'll
be many times. Look at Westbrook. I mean,
that would be crazy if he did that. That'd be crazy. I would.
What's in San Francisco? What's in Golden State anyway? No, I'm just kidding.
No, high taxes. The damn California taxes. Oh my goodness. High taxes, a lot of traffic. Takes you hours to get home. How crazy
would that be? Wild. How crazy would that be?
I was about to ask you what would be a best destination for him to go, and then like at this point, anywhere, as long as he's still shooting like Steph Curry,
he can change a team around just like that.
29 teams.
Yeah.
What's the best destination? 29 teams.
I mean, shoot, he can go to Orlando if you wanted to. Okay, I gotta stop.
Yeah. Whoa. That's too far.
Hey,
Well,
respects to my Italian out there, though. Paulo, he's killing it, man. Rookie of the year, he's killing it.
hey,
But
Paulo
still,
doing his thing.
but
Jalen
how funny would
Suggs is
that
still
be, man?
down there. Markel Fultz, he'd be out of a job. Sorry,
Right.
guys.
That's funny though. Yeah, it's funny. It's fun to think about that stuff, but still,
Oh,
I still can't see Curry go anywhere. But
No.
how much of a plot twist would that be?
Bro, that would be the hugest plot twist in the world. You
That
know,
would break the internet. That would break social media.
I love hypothetical scenarios. One more hypothetical scenario is football related. We got about like 3 minutes left in the show.
Okay.
So D Hop finally gets an agent. He's used to being representing himself. So he finally gets an agent. What does that tell you, and where do you think he possibly lands?
Well, he was with that guy before they just hired back. Then he went to another guy, and now he's back with this guy. So it's one of those things with this guy. I don't know what's going to bring it to him. I don't know what's going to give him a payday or anything, but I think Hopkins, I would love to see him back with Houston, or I would like to see him with the Browns. With Deshaun, I would like to see him with Houston because I think he's got unfinished business in Houston, but I think the bad blood between the organization and him, I think that's kind of I can't see that. But Houston's on the rise, though. I'm not saying they're a playoff team, but they're definitely building something very nice there. They love the coach. A lot of players and stuff has come to Houston. They're building something nice, but I just don't. D-Hop wants to win now.
Yeah.
If you want to win now,
it ain't Houston.
You go to the Chiefs and Bills. Now, I can't see him go to the Chiefs because Mahomes said on Sports Pro Talk yesterday that the wide receivers room is set. So he doesn't really want D-Hop. But I think Bills would be a good destination for him. I would hate it, of course. But Bills would be a nice destination for him. Can't see him with the Eagles. But if I'm Mahomes, though, like, I would want D-Hop.
I know, but here's my thing, and me being
is it another Tyreek Hill kind of situation? You think?
Well, it's not necessarily a Tyreek Hill situation. Thing is obviously me being a Chief fan, and them winning a Super Bowl last year, they won it with Juju, they won it with MVS, they won it with
Tony, Robinson,
Tony
Hardman, shit.
Yeah, literally. So my thing is that same wide receiver room is just about the same, but they got a little bit more athletic with the draftee second round out of SMU.
Right.
And he has crazy speed. I mean, Sky Moore is going to be a second year under Andy Reid. So my thing is, you look at the combination of Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, and Travis Kelce. That's their core. You know what I'm saying? And they won a Super Bowl. They won 2 now. They won in 5 straight AFC games. They proved that you don't need a top wide receiver like a Tyreek Hill to win it. Because you need wide receivers, yes. But losing Juju is no big deal. Who cares if we lost Juju?
Hey, he's going to be on TikTok anyway. Go on.
but he'll be in New England getting his $11 million a year, and his numbers are probably going to be very pedestrian because they have, that's a huge step down from quarterback. So let's be honest about that. So, enjoy it. My thing is, if the Chiefs were not willing to pay Juju 11, there's no way they was going to pay OBJ 15. So, and I don't see D-Hop signing for less than 15. Because my thing is, I think OBJ's contract is what's going to turn the Chiefs away. Because if I'm D-Hop, why would I take less than OBJ? There's no way. There's no way I'm taking less than OBJ.
Ravens got desperate anyway. They'd never been desperate before, and that was desperate.
That was very desperate. Because what they did was use that as a bargaining chip to say, hey, Lamar, you wanted OBJ, we got him. Let's take a little discount on that check that you want. and help get the deal done. So I think that was an appeasement move.
And also, he wanted to go to the Jets too. Like he called them literally like hours later to say, "Can you match this?" Or "I'm going to go here." And Jets were like, "Okay, well, have a nice one."
Yeah.
Click, and now he's a Raven. So
yeah, and so there's no way, in my opinion, D-Hop takes less than OBJ, and so I think his price will be a little bit too high for the Chiefs blood. And just because of what you did last year proves to the fact that you don't need star quality at your wide receiver position. You just don't. Bills, I think that's a good combo with him on one side and Diggs on another side. I mean,
you got two drama queens going at it. It's gonna be great. I mean, Diggs has been nothing but a little B word last year. So, and then you bring in another diva.
Still putting up numbers though.
He put up numbers, but after a while, it's gonna get a little annoying in this era in the NFL.
You're right.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I've dealt with that with Elijah Moore, so how I feel about it. So,
well, I mean, hey, but come on, you can understand his frustration, man. I mean,
which one? Whoa, which one though?
Elijah
All three of them, or just one of them?
Well, I'm just saying, more like a quarterback position. You can understand his frustration.
More?
That's all I'm saying.
Wait, more or D-Hop?
No, Elijah Moore. You can understand Elijah Moore's frustration.
God. Okay. Well, hold up.
I'm just saying, you know what he had at quarterback? Come on.
Hold up, though. He complained when they were winning. Okay. He complained when we were 4-2. That's pathetic.
I hear you.
Okay.
I hear you.
That's number one. Number two, I know people didn't like our offensive coordinator. Okay. I was trying to root for this guy. Okay. But now we found out that he is the problem. Okay. We found out he was one of the big problems.
Yeah.
But guys still played out there, try to pick each other up. And there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff of Moore being a little baby. You can't do that when you're only a second-year wideout.
I feel you.
Okay. So what's solid and everything, we're trying. I mean, we're trying. Yes. We know we have a shitty offensive line. We have the worst offensive line luck. That has half to do with it. We do. We have the most injuries in all of the NFL at the offensive line position.
True.
And then Wilson, Flacco, and White. It sucks. I mean, what can you do? But Moore knew what the direction we were going to, and he still wanted out. Yeah. I understand he wants to get paid eventually. He wants to see his worth. And there's no doubt in my mind that if he fails with the Browns, he's not going to have another job again. You can't fail with Deshaun. Deshaun's going to come back. I think he's going to put up some numbers. You can't fail that.
I think Deshaun's going to have a breakout season.
I agree 100%. I agree. Yeah. But if he fails that, though, Wild, that's awful.
I feel you. But I'm going to throw this scenario at you. So Deshaun Watson, what if he gets comeback player of the year nominee? People are going to flip out.
I'm going to flip out.
Because that's how I think the type of season I think he's going to have. I think he's going to have a very comeback because there's no more distractions. You get full off season. Get acquired and acclimated with your teammates. So I think I think it's going to be dope. If you really believe in Watson, draft him in fantasy. I'll take him as QB2.
I wouldn't mind that. QB2. Yeah. I got to get someone better until someone happens because Watson's got a lot to prove. He's got a good team now. He's got a good team. He's got some lined up stuff. But the only thing that's the problem with the Browns is they failed to go to the next level. That's just it. They got a good team, but they got this great defense. They got Chubb. They got Cooper there. But that's the thing. They fail to go to the next level.
Hey, man, I ain't taking him QB1, man.
No, it's QB2.
Yeah, it's QB2, dog. No, I ain't that for it.
But, it's like the Jets, right? And the Browns. Yeah. They always have this chip on their shoulder, same old Browns, same old Jets. If Watson and Rodgers can prove that they can get this team to the next level, it's going to be great. But the Browns have had a better team for a while than the Jets. So there's going to have to be some magic.
Yeah.
Hunt's a free agent,
he's
man
still a
down
free agent.
sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a free agent.
He's still a free agent. I'm actually surprised that Cleveland is not, honestly.
I don't even know why he's not even back.
I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why he's not back in Cleveland, but I also don't know why he's not on a team. I think Tariq Cohen still got the talent.
Money. I think it's money.
Yeah.
Mar, you don't want to believe what you said about Watson if he ain't cute. I don't know. There's some inside jokes going on. I don't know.
No. Because Mel trying to bait me into it. Because this guy is hey man. When I bring up fantasy football, I hope that he's never around. Because this dude, he'll let you know that he won. It was like, what was it, Mel? You won 3 fantasy leagues and you won my I.O.W. Sports Pick'em League in the same year. So, yeah, and I hope you can participate this year, Italy Jet, because we do the we've done it for 3 years. We do the I.O.W. Football Pick'em League. We do it for regular season. This past year, we finally got to ESPN, the fantasy, the Pick'em League and ESPN, and you can follow it on the ESPN Fantasy app, and it pretty much, as long as you get your picks in and it does all the work for you. We sent out a belt and we sent out $200 this year. So we're gonna try to up the ante next year. We're definitely gonna do the belt. I might up it up to like 300 or 400. So the first place winner might get $300 or $400
wow.
along with the championship belt. So
man, I would love to, but man, I'm too busy. I've been doing. I'm a fantasy junkie. I love all that stuff, but man,
yeah.
I'm just too busy. But I appreciate the invite. If I change my mind, you'll be the first one to know.
No doubt. But look, he said.
man down just had like 7 different comments coming into play.
He says 3 years in a row from my league, and the last year I won 2 leagues, and the year before I won 3 leagues. Plus, he was he's been on the road.
Good for him.
I don't know how he does it, man. They be trying to rig the game against him, and he still wins. But no, hey man. We did a little bit of overtime, but it's all good, man. Italy Jet, I always appreciate you hopping on the show with me, my guy. Real quick, man, start, giving your socials out and all where your content is at, so the audience, the viewers, and the listeners can go follow you as well.
Man, I do all kinds of Jets content. I have a Red Sox content coming out as well. I'm also have West Ham content for soccer lovers. And I'm in the works of doing a Heat podcast later this year after the season. And what a time for that, because I wish we were doing it now. Mm-hmm. But, hey, stuff happens. But I'm everywhere with Jets content, everywhere with Let's Talk Sports. And then the Bruce Sports Network, and I'm here sometimes the I.O.W. Sports, and then the NR Hour. We do a lot of interviews with a lot of legends, and it's pretty damn cool. All sports, even Olympics. And I'm Italy Jet, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, if you want to inquire at the collab or whatever you want. But that's me, Italy Jet.
Always a pleasure. Always I have the pleasure, man. That was a great time that we had on the Twitter spaces the other night. I always appreciate your opinions and your views, man. You bring the heat every time. No pun intended.
Shenanigans.
The heat.
Yeah. Hey man, I listen. I stand by my tweet. I was checked out Saturday, and I'm Italian. I always got something to say. I had nothing to say that night until I went on your space. Yeah. I haven't been that open in a while, so it's been nice, man. I appreciate you.
I no doubt. Hey, y'all know the business. Y'all can always find us I.O.W. Sports 1 on Twitter, I.O.W. Sports Network, Facebook, Instagram, and most importantly, the YouTube channel where all the content is at. Chop it up with me personally, KC Wildcard Mar on the Twitter, or Wildcard Mar on Facebook and Instagram. Shout out to my man, Jersey Boy, MJ. Hope you're feeling better, my guy. Hopefully you can come back tomorrow feeling a little bit better. It felt weird not having a jersey reveal tonight, but it's all good. Shout out to my man, Italy Jet. My man came
do a jersey reveal?
He brought the heat. Oh, who is it? Wait, hold on.
You ain't gonna like it.
It's what's the number?
So it's old school. It's old school jersey.
I'm gonna go Tim Hardaway. It's either Tim Hardaway or Dan Marley.
Nope.
All right, who is it? 13. Who that? 13. Oh, that's the Bam jersey? Oh, okay. Yeah. We don't recognize those soft jokers around here. No, man. I appreciate it, Elite hopping on the show with me. Y'all know what the deal is. Y'all come back tomorrow for another episode of I.O.W Sports Late Night Owl Edition, episode 319. We out here. Y'all be good. Have a safe and happy hump day.
Silent Hill, GD, yes. Hitchhikers.